Today is May 24th and about 10:30 a.m. And the moment I went to grab this phone to record the video, they immediately started to give me electric shock on the right side of my head. Why? Because, oh, no, you don't record and you don't waste your time, you just go. Because I've already processed so many things that I want to do today, right? For my household chores. So because I already processed it, they already know, they read my mind, right? And I was just watching a video today. They made it like in a comedy sense, There's this military guy and he is looking for on Amazon, is looking for some kind of device to wear on the head that can jam the mind reading technology. And he initially says that, oh, there are these military guys in some bunker who have these aliens or entities, or these aliens who can hack the mind and who can read people's mind. And that is exactly what I've been saying, that these people, all they do is they use witchcraft, and they are summoning all these entities whom they call aliens. And they are basically using them to do this mind reading technology. Okay, they just give all these fancy names like aliens and all that. So basically they are continuously reading my mind and they also call it etheric implant. Okay, that's another fancy name they like to give. So this etheric implant is the implant I have, and somehow they have hooked up these kind of jinn and demons or whatever they have hooked them up with some technology, like computers or some. So this is how they are able to do a lot of these directional thing, all these directing messages even via electronics. Now, so anyways, because they already knew that what all I've processed, they immediately started to do that. Now I wanted to show you how 2 days ago, I've told in my previous video how my mother-in-law is not here, and how they already made issue about when I and my father-in-law, like, we were driving back home, and they've done all these sensitizations long back. So I'm not gonna go over all that, but if she was here, usually what they do, if there's some leftover from dinner time, they will just eat it during lunchtime. And what happened was, my father, because she's not here, so there was some leftover. And so what happened was, although I've told so many times that I cook everything, mine is separate, right? Because of all these hygiene conditioning that they've done with me. So now I cannot take that these people, like my in-laws, they start and to touch any, with their hands, like without washing their hands anywhere in the kitchen. So to me, it's like very nasty thing, So anyways, I keep my food different. Like, I cook, everything is different for me. So I have very limited sources. I cannot sometimes, usually I have like 1.5 meal kind of, in an entire day usually, because it takes a lot of time to do all these chopping and cooking and, and after cooking their stuff and, cleaning and all that and doing other chores, like, I don't get much time for myself. So I just limit my eating and resources. So what happened was, there was leftover, and so I thought that I will just finish it. What happened was, I ate it, and at the last bite, and I knew that they will, and while I was eating, I have to be so conscious that, oh, they will put stone in the mouth, but they did not put, or they'll give me shooting needle pain in the right side of my abdomen. Now while I was eating, they didn't do anything, only at the last bite, and I knew that they will do something. I just knew it so much. And sure enough, the moment I kept the last bite in my mouth, they immediately gave me a jolt on the right side of my waist, and I literally kind of jolted, like, how you like jolt, like you so say if your back is lying against the chair, you will kind of come in front, okay, and you will kind of lift your bum up the chair, like a little bit. It's kind of that jolt, and it's like you will say, ouch, or something like that, it's that jolt I felt on the right side of my waist. So yeah, they had to do something. Like I said, sometimes they place either hair in the food or eyelashes in the plate after I'm done eating, something, because I'll notice when I'll go to wash it. So this is how they do all this. Now, So what happened very next day, early morning, when I woke up to prepare breakfast and lunch for my hubby. At 5 o'clock I've said many times that I wake up, right? So I'll show you how initially they had placed this centipede right here in this area. What happened was I had to then figure out why they placed centipede here. So you see, this is the partitioning I've done. That is all my part here, and on the other side it's their part. So you can see this is exactly where the centipede is. You see? So they wanted to say that you don't eat their food, because sure enough what happened was, I have noticed so many times, if I eat any leftover food, because I don't like to throw away the food that is not really bad, because I can smell it, I can taste it, and I can tell the food hasn't gone bad just within 2 days of refrigeration. So I ate it, but sure enough, I will always have some kind of sore throat if I eat their food. It's almost like as if these people, with the witchcraft, they can do anything. If they are giving me all these internal pains, even if they are giving me ulcers in my body, then I'm sure that they can do all these kind of, internal, like sore throat kind of thing. They with the witchcraft, you can give any kind of diseases you like, even normal fever and anything these people can do by witchcraft. So yeah, it's not everything is directed energy weapons or microwave weapons, So yeah, this is what they did to me. So this is not this is not a random insect activities in my house. Now since I'm talking about that, what happened was, anytime I mention about Jurel Sosby or XFBI agent or anybody, what happens is they will immediately place cockroach in the, where my dishwasher area is. So that's exactly what happened. I and my hubby, we were in the car, we were coming back home, and what happened was, I happened to watch the video of this, I forgot his name. He's a pastor, and he makes video on Jesus Christ and rapture and all these whatever. So I was watching his video, and he was mentioning about mind hack and body hack, some AI technology. So what happened was, I mentioned about my mind and body hack because that is what they are doing. They have already hacked my mind. They are reading my thoughts 24/7, 365 days, as Dr. Richard Boylan has already said that they do Operation Stargazer. They are watching all these star seeds continuously and all that. They need to round up the star seeds because they fear the UFO cover-up faltering out and all that, right? He has already said all that. So I was just talking, and in that video I mentioned about ex-FBI agent Jurel Sosby. Also I mentioned CIA guy Robert Duncan, and I don't know, Stephen Greer, Richard Boylan. I mentioned a few names there, right? That how these people are using all kind of technologies, and all the physical pain that they have given to me so far, I mentioned all that in. So I knew the moment I mentioned something about, Jurel Sosby guy, ex-FBI agent, he always has to put this cockroach on the, dishwasher side. And sure enough, I came home, there were just some few, plates that I had to just keep in the dishwasher. So sure enough, when I went there, I just pulled the dishwasher door, and the cockroach crawled from the top of the dishwasher and on the side, and it just went inside, So yeah, this has happened twice now, whenever I mention anything about him, say I'm mentioning something about him like today in the video, then immediately he will put the cockroach there. So this is exactly what happened this morning. Because they were giving me all these implanted virtual reality dream, and I get up with so much, drain, my energy is so drained, I can barely open my eyes. I'm so much in that world because it is so realistic, all these dreams that they give me. It's almost like a movie being played in my mind. So I woke up and I realized, oh, it's just a dream, or the virtual reality dream that they were giving me. So I'm like, to hell with these people. That is what I said, in my language. And I was from my bed. I was walking in the kitchen because I have to make, breakfast for my hubby, right? Early morning, 5 o'clock. So the moment I went to kitchen, sure enough, the cockroach was just lurking out, like on the top of that dishwasher thing, just there. And I'm like, just get lost. And sure enough, it just went away. Yeah. So, and it never came back. So yeah, this is how they do all these witchcraft activities to give me signals at a particular time.